The next time someone tries to make you seem crazy for seeing a UFO, you send them right on over to this story. One of the most important legislators in U.S. Congress reported UFOs in the 50s, and our government kept it under wraps for 30 years. This is Georgia Senator Richard Russell. And in 1985, the U.S. government declassified 12 former top secret CIA, Air Force, and FBI files that detailed a dramatic UFO sighting. Now, in 1955, Senator Russell was on a fact-finding mission in the USSR. A total of 3 men ended up seeing the UFOs. His travel companions Hathaway, who was an Army staff officer, and Reuben Efron, a committee consultant and interpreter. Now, these guys are riding on a train in the Transcaucasian region. Now, Russell had just extinguished his light for the night when he saw a greenish-yellow ball rise up outside his window. He ran to the adjoining rooms with the other guys and was like, "I just saw a flying saucer." So those guys are skeptical and they're like, "Where?" He points out the window to where he saw it, and of course it's gone. However, suddenly a second one rises up. Now, these guys describe it as the size of a small rocket, and it rose vertically up into the sky, and no jet trail was visible. And then it seemed to be rotating as it rose up into the sky, and then it shot away over the train. And when they ran across the train to look out the other window, it was already gone. Now, a few days later, they arrived at the U.S. Embassy in Czechoslovakia. Now, the debriefing lasted an hour where the witnesses talked and made sketches of everything they'd seen. And then Russell's party was advised to then travel by train so that they could see more of the countryside. And none of these documents were declassified until 1985, 14 years after Senator Russell passed away. Now, just so you know a little bit more about Richard B. Russell, he received his law degree in 1918 from the University of Georgia, served a year in the Naval Reserve. He spent 10 years in the Georgia General Assembly, where he became Speaker of the House and was sworn in at the age of 34 by his father as Georgia's youngest governor. He was elected to fill a term in the U.S. Senate in 1932 and won 6 straight terms, eventually becoming chairman of the Armed Services Committee, a position to be held from 1951 until 1969. When he passed away, he was the most senior member of the Senate.